This is you there, and this is the other person. So we can see that there was innocent to how they were acting because you didn't put a boundary. We need to train other people how they are allowed to behave towards us or not. It doesn't have to be big things. We just say, no, I don't agree with you. Or no, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be like you putting up your like your bow and your arrow and your cannonball and like rolling it up to the cannon, things like this. It just have to be like no. So it's almost like the other people are children which you fail to put boundaries towards. So you just let them become maybe more and more spoiled. From this other person's perspective, I can see they are trying the best they can. They are teachable. They are not daft or unable to learn new things. And this is you, and we have the moon, the four of swords. So we can see what crap you have gone through just because you tried to be nice, just because you try to avoid pain by being nice to others, so they would love you. But here's the pain has come to surface, so that will probably help you to say no. Here, maybe you don't say no, it's more the ice machine, judgment. I'm like rowing away from you, judging you, throwing you out in the cold because you threw me out in the cold with how you acted. And the four of swords, ignoring you, don't taking your calls. So that's a way too. But it's better to face your demons. So your fear is probably conflict. You don't want people to get angry with you. So you agree with things, even though you don't want to agree with these things. So this is the other person's intentions, and we have a Six of Wands in the reverse together with the Children card. It shows a person that didn't consider you. They just it was nice to be able to do and say whatever you wanted, because that made them feel superior in some way, especially if they could criticize you and come with nasty remark and make themselves look good in the light of what they told about you. So no one would look at their problems. They would look at you, or you would look at you. So it can sometimes be a defense for a person when they have a little bit low self-esteem to criticize what you have achieved or what you have going for you. So it's just childish, and you can like easily shoot these things down by saying, for example, I'm sorry you feel like that way. I'm really proud of my accomplishments, and you can go on talking about your accomplishments for a while, and this will, because the person's agenda is to make you lose your self-esteem, so you will make yourself small so they can take more of the room or breathe more of the air in the room. And here we have their feelings for you, Two of Swords. So their heart is pretty close towards you because they know they can do whatever they want. You are not going to protest or make things like uneasy for them. So they don't have to put that much attention to you or think about what you said or what you did. Or here it's probably a reaction to you putting on the ice machine here. So then they also, I can also do that. I can also ignore you if you ignore me. So they haven't come to the rock bottom of the depths of how far you can let this person fall if you would want to. Because they're so used to you running around with the safety bouncy buns so that they could, like if they fall, they would bounce off of it and not hurt themselves. So they don't fear your wrath if I tell it like that. Okay, so this is how they see you. They see you as someone who's sulking right now, and that you will soon get over it because you always forgive everything stupid that they do. So they don't have much respect for you, to be honest. They just think that everything I do, everything that I put this person through, they just bounce back and are still nice towards me, so I can use this as my punching bag a little bit with the Six of Wands here in the reverse. And this is how they view your relationship. They enjoy it. They like it. They would want to continue having it. It gives them a lot of benefits, and it also shows like a readiness from their soul to work on these issues. So if you would, instead of like ignoring them or doing the silent treatment, ghosting them, what we're seeing here with the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, you could instruct them a little bit more how they are supposed to behave towards you, what kind of behavior you accept and don't accept. It doesn't have to be big things. Let's say this is your mother-in-law. It's such a nice generalization. They gave you the thing that they love the most in the world, their son or their daughter, and they think that you are not a good match. They would have want someone else for this person, not because you are not a good match. It's just no one would do, like, really. Or maybe someone that they could befriend with or feel the chemistry with, but not someone that their child is feeling chemistry with. They come to you and to your house and give snarky remarks about the dust and other things that they don't like, or that they can see. Like, they go and scrutinize, and I can hawk down on that and that. And maybe you are set on being like nice. You want this to be a nice family gathering. You don't want to have conflict. You don't want to have drama. So you don't say anything. You just say, well, I actually dusted that yesterday. I think it came in like some seeds with the wind, pollen or something. Instead you say, that's a little bit a rude thing to say. You're a guest in this house, and if you want to have it more clean, here's the cleaning closet. Here's everything you need for cleaning this. Okay, so we are going to take dinner now, so let us know when you're done. Okay, it got a little bit harsh, but it can be easier things. We can say like this: someone is putting down what you have done with yourself in your life, and it's easy, this one, because the other person probably have accomplished even like less, because that's we usually take up and criticize people of our own insecurities, so that can be like easy thing to use. And so if they are very insecure about their accomplishment, they will fall down on your accomplishment. And you can just say, well, I'm really proud of what I have accomplished because I have done this and this and that and that and that. So how do you feel about your accomplishments? What has been going well for you and what has been working out for you? I'm really curious, like, have you really reached your dreams? And sound sincere as well, because then this person will see, if I out this person, they will out me, and that's painful, so I will avoid that. It's very easy to help people to be on their best behavior. It's not hard. You don't have to make a big drama. You don't have to make a big scene out of it. You can just like face them with their own thing a little bit, and in a very gentle way, so they won't even notice that you're doing it. And usually you get, I think, with this combination of cards that I've seen with you, you probably get like really guilty. You feel really guilty if you do these things. You don't want to use your power for ill will, but it's not ill will. You're just showing children how they are supposed to act together with other people. You might help them so they will behave better also when they visit someone else's house or talk to someone of their friends. Maybe they get like a reminder that, this was uncomfortable. Maybe other people is like reacting towards this too. Or maybe this is not a good way to behave. So it's a help, not a hinder or something you need to feel guilty about. So this is how they view your relationship. This is the most likely action. We have 8-8, and it's connected to the strength card, being the bigger person. And this person comes back. They have walked away, but they are coming back, revisiting the situation, wants to work on the situation. So initially they don't take this seriously at all, but eventually they will take it seriously, and they don't want to lose you, frankly. So they are willing to put the best foot forward. So we can say you have a willing student here. It's just up to you what you do with it. If you will continue being the martyr and say, oh, this person is victimizing me by doing this and this and this, instead of, helping them to not do that by correcting them slightly. So this is your intentions, and we have the Hangman, so you intend to freeze them out forever and never talk to them again. So that's cute. We have both Two of Swords, Hangman, and Four of Swords and Four of Cups, indicating that there's a little bit of a silent treatment going on. And this is your feelings for them. Yeah, that's I think a little bit your go-to move, that you always want to fix it. It doesn't have to, it's not so much because you're nervous to have a fallout with this person. I think it feels so gentle when I'm holding this card. I actually think that it's not because you get nervous they don't love you or they don't want to have a relationship with you. You really care. I think you deeply care about people, so you don't want them to hurt, and therefore you are reaching out and fixing things eventually, even if you got really pissed initially. So this is how you view the other person. It's another 8. So I'm definitely thinking I'm smelling karma here with all the 8s. That there's a growth opportunity. We can end an old cycle. It's not even necessary, because with the 8s you also have the strength to end this. It's so easy. You have done this so many times now. You know exactly what's the problem, and you just need to, try something else than what you have tried before, and be a little bit more like grown up, mature. Think what would someone that you admire have done, like how would they have acted in this situation, and go with that. This is how you view the other person. I feel you view them as a person with a lot of issues, and they shouldn't have to have those issues. It should be so easy for them to stop having those issues. And that means that it's really easy for you to help them stopping having these issues. And it's probably very easy for you to stop having your issues too, because your issues seems to be with them, how they behave, how they act. And if you just strengthen yourself up a little bit, correct your behavior, then this person will correct their behavior as well. So it's like coming out of a prison of vicious cycles. And here it basically just says that with these 2 cards here, it says that what I said right now, but this is saying that if I ignore this person, I will be free of this person. So that works too, but for a while, because it seems like emotions will come back, and you care, so you care. And this is how you view the relationship. And we have the Magician. So your soul know that there's potentials here. It's potentials to fix this. Magician together with the 8 of Wands, 8 of Coins. This could be things really well done. This could be things like we are really trying our best to make this work, okay? And we have a lot of skills to also make it work. So if we put our best foot forward, things will work out. And this is the advice or your next move. And we have the Alchemist card in the reversed. So I'm thinking actually taking in the other person's side is what I'm seeing with this. Because we're facing the Alchemist. We are getting attracted towards a person, or people is attracted into our life, and they usually have the same problem. We can have a little bit different, like one drama going on with that type of people, and one with that, and one with that. So it's different issues, but they are usually repetitive. Because that's the areas where we still have things to learn. So these people come into our life, and we say hell is other people, because they are so different from us. They're doing things in ways that we can't understand. But here we have seen that this person has been a little bit nitpicking and rude towards you, because they were a little bit an airhead that wanted to inflate themselves on the behalf of you, so make you feel small. They might be even jealous of you, and so they want to make you feel small so they can feel big. And with this card here, it says that before you were an easy victim to these people, because you were always trying to be nice. So they just were able to steal from you, no end to it. But here comes in you taking in the other person's energy and kind of mirroring back that energy. So if they are rude, you're a little bit rude too. Enough so that you will feel guilty, but not so much that you will fall out of the energy of being the bigger person, because you're just trying to correct the other person's bad behavior. So it's like you have a student, you don't want to chop their head off, then they are not going to be good students and they will never excel the course. And this is your classroom also, to learn from the other person, not constantly just go into a reactive mood where you react to their behavior by being nicer and nicer and nicer the ruder they are. Instead, you see the problem and you do something about it. So you become aware of the issue. If it wouldn't have been in your face all the time, you wouldn't have become aware of it. If everyone was as nice as you wouldn't have become aware that you didn't have boundaries to say no to people that's rude, for example. So I'll see what this other person wants to say to you. Our love is deep as the ocean, and we are a bad match. Bad match comes with this. And we are very unsimilar to each other, because we are supposed to learn from each other. So it's not really a bad match. From a human perspective, a bad match, but from a soul perspective, not so much. So our love is deep as the ocean. I don't know if this person is capable of that kind of love, but I can say that this is how they feel, and that's what's making them so open for suggestions from you. I think they really admire you, but they choose to disrespect you because you disrespect yourself, and therefore they kind of blame you for that they have, you bring out the worst in me. And all the time when I'm with you, I'm rude. And it's because you are letting them behave in these ways, since you're not really saying no. And here we have from your perspective. I was trying to be bulletproof. I'm ready for commitment. So I'm trying to be bulletproof. This is you putting on the ice machine. So you try to cut the course with this person and not have to deal with this issue. But here with the ready for commitment, I'm feeling you are ready to commit to your spiritual path and actually working through this issue instead of letting it go on forever and ever. Sometimes we can identify ourselves to be on the other side, identify ourselves to be, I'm not saying because I saw this card, it just popped up in my head. And we can identify us to be the person that's nitpicking, and then it's even easier. You just have to stop. You just have to become aware, now I'm doing it again. I'm on this role, criticizing the other person and just feeling more and more full and more happy and more exhilarated. So I'm actually stealing the other person's energy. And then you just, I became aware of it. And I say, no, I'm sorry, I haven't really accomplished much more myself. So I don't know why I'm talking to you about this. Probably it's because I'm worried about what I have been able to achieve so far. I'm sorry. So it's even easier then. But when we are in a constellation like this, it often happens that we just fall into this pattern, because it's how they also invite that pattern into their life. So, but we can easily become aware of it and prevent it from going on. So the fledgling one, this is advice card. 2, and there we have the 1. Dear one, when you receive the symbol of the fledgling, know that you are blessed with the time of learning new things. So we have a lot of fledglings here. This is the time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears, you are in the sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. So I think this goes both for both of you. Both of you are kind of beginners. I think you already had the power to, you know how to be rude towards people, but you have forgotten about it because you have worked so hard to turn the other cheek. And that has made you lose a little bit of your power because you want to be good. And the other person is like a baby that needs direction, needs to be told what's okay and what's not. So both of you are beginners with this. And this is what the divine wants to say about this relationship, and it's release your ex. Release your ex out of the blue, because it's talking about like revisiting a situation, and maybe you are supposed to release this ex here. Maybe you are supposed to say that, no, I'm no longer in, like, take charge a little bit, because that might be a step in the right direction too. Instead, you are taking the first step by maybe ghosting them or refusing to interact with them. But here it's about really releasing their power over you, because you take in their power. I remember now a Swedish song, but I won't give it to you because it's an old punk rock song, but it's not nice at all. But it's good because it says, it's a girl that's really pissed off because her lover said, oh, you're too young to waste time with me, and I'm going to stomp off now and leave you here. And this person, she says, or the girl says, that I get the sweet revenge. I have you on my inside. And the whole song is about this, that she has gotten this person on her inside. And I'm feeling the same thing here, that you have actually taken in the energy that you needed from this relationship. So you have learned the thing that you needed. So you don't have to be so attached to this relationship anymore. You don't have to be attached to them liking you, not liking you, whatever it is, it's fine. So I'm thinking you are maybe not letting go of the person per se. Let's say that this is your mother-in-law, but you're letting go of your need to please them. You have been successful here, so you don't have this need to make them feel welcome or happy when they're in your home, or doing things to their liking, cleaning in the way they liked, so it wouldn't be like even pollen anywhere, or whatever was going on. And you don't care about that anymore. So I think you release the need to be loved by this person. You are, and with the ready for commitment here, I'm actually feeling that you're ready to have a more grown-up relationship with this person. Either it's a love relationship, or a non-love relationship, or a post-love relationship, or a family relationship, co-worker, neighbor, whatever it is. You don't need them to like you anymore. That's why you're releasing them. And you don't love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that's what you focus on, to love yourself. You don't have to have these other people's approval. They can be there and you can, put them straight, but it's not going to mean as much for you if they approve of you or not. Okay. So I'm going to take 2 more advice cards for you. So we have higher power 4 first. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. So that's your job, not being liked by these people, but expressing your higher power through these relationships. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. What is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own, and remember to not turn the other cheek here. It's serve in the terms of showing your higher wisdom, okay? And get out of your own way and trust that there's a plan for you and your life, more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connection and remain aware of your true nature. So it's so beautiful how the oracle cards gives even further details about, really details about advices of how you're supposed to act. So it's not just inviting this person in. It's like they can be in, they can be out. It doesn't matter, because you don't define yourself through these relationships anymore. You define yourself through you and your higher power. So that's so beautiful. And then we had this mending card, and I'm thinking also healing childhood issues with the fledgling and the children card that came through. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentment, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. You come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. That's how you're letting go, how you're releasing. You forgive them. Oh, they were just babies trying to get ahead and using my energy. Okay, so I forgive them. I love myself enough to not let that happen again. Move forward, separate or together. You and the other person are still experiencing the effect of hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge the gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come out of forgiveness and honest redress. So, for example, let's say that this is a pattern from when you were a child, being criticized for everything. So now you realize that's why I have repeated this pattern in my life, because it's a childhood issue. So now you don't have to have this childhood issue anymore. You can see that you wanted your parents to like you, but you don't have to have these people to like you. You're a grown-up. The parents were necessary because they gave you your food. But usually when we are grown-up, we can stand on our own two legs. And if we can't, work on loving yourself enough to eventually start to build your own foundation for your own life, so you won't be a slave to other people's if they like you or don't like you. And this will heal your childhood wounds, and it will heal you right now, so you don't have to experience this